What the actual F? OGGM? Where's the music? Where's the waifu? Well, apparently Streamyard won't let us do that anymore, guys. I can't play the song. If I play the song, it says your free plan comes with one zap of info. If you'd like to share your own videos, check out the upgraded plan. You know how much it's going to cost me to upgrade? $35 a month. I don't have that kind of money. So I guess no more songs. No more intro or countdown. I guess we won't be using Streamyard after today. I'll have to find another one. I don't know what other ones let me do what I've been doing. I could try YouTube Studios, I guess. But we're already started. And, it's just me looking at the bundles and everything. So really, maybe this is the universe's way of telling you, hey, you should go back to the singing. Everybody loved the singing. Nobody loved the singing. All right, so let's see what's new this week in freebies and stuff. And I'm trying a new experiment with this as well, where I'm going to find the most important ones and do like a little 15-second, 30-second blipverts. Remember blipverts? And put them in the short section to see if that's something people are more interested in than the long form of me just talking for this about 20 minutes. Well, we'll see. We'll see. This is a constant experiment. Despite doing this for 10 years. Yes, I've been doing this for 10 years. It's still learning. It's still growing. And the internet constantly is changing. So stuff that I did yesterday, I can't use my music anymore. Well, that's going to suck. I worked a long time on those music. All right. Blah, blah, blah. So we got this. This is Cryptid. Cryptids. Isn't it weird? I made a cryptid book and then suddenly everybody else is making cryptid books. But I did it first. All right, so this is for Shadow Scar, Artisolian. Shadow Scar is the other game that Artisolian makes. It's the one that Mike's kid made. Sort of a multiversal dimension hopping story. If you're familiar with the role-playing game Feng Shui, it's very much like that. All right, so we've got some new game systems. We got a couple of mega bundles down below. We'll get into that one in a second. In the freebies, we have The Sword Also Speaks by Carl Smith. It's a card-based fantasy RPG. What makes this system unique is that it's a trick-taking RPG. Yeah, that's new to me too. Use your character skills and abilities to draw cards and try to score higher than the GM to win the trick and succeed. Oh, trick is a card thing, right? Yes, it's a card thing. He says it's a card thing, but what's the trick? Is it poker? Baccarat? I know there's some card game where you win the trick or you get the trick. I don't know. Means you have to print out the cards, though, or unless you can use normal playing cards. UGE RPG has Chaos Ensures, an investigative RPG, sort of a Men in Black Suits type of role-playing game where you go to explore and uncover and investigate weird secret things and regarding a weird secret war that normal things man was not meant to know. We got the first horror zombie for Halloween. Yes, it's July, but hey, Halloween decorations are already out. Universal is already advertising for this year's Halloween Horror Nights. Haunts are already opening up. Halloween is pretty much year-round now, let's face it, guys. Game Nights has a zombie survival game for you called Dead Simple. It's a rules-light, flavor-heavy RPG where you deal with zombies. And hopefully you're smarter than the people in The Walking Dead. Collections from the Mystery Box Bundle from Fajerbold. Fajerbol. Half a dozen adventures for Monster of the Week. Monster of the Week is an adventure sort of like Buffy kind of thing. And it looks like we've got, 6. We have to be cool and say half a dungeon instead of 6. Different adventures for the Monster of the Week, but could easily be converted to any modern day horror type thing, or cyclical modern day. Let's play Kids on Bikes. Let's play Buffy. Let's play Scooby-Doo style of game where, Tabletop Unglue has dice cups, dragon scales. You need a PDF to print out some glue and a pair of zeros. You can have your own scaled dice cup. So it's a dice cup. And then you print out the scales and put it on a cup. Well, it's free. Okay. Lightning round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 additions to various role-playing games, including Shadow Scar. That's this thing up above. Cryptids. Hey, I did a cryptid book, and then everybody else is doing cryptid books too. Weird. But I did it first. And then the second one is more of the same, the usual stuff. These are not official. Some of them are official. Most of them aren't official additions and modifications to 5e. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Moving on to sales, we've got the Heroic Maps. Apparently, they're celebrating their anniversary. Congratulations, Heroic Maps. They've got a huge discount on battle maps. These are PDFs, of course. Over 1,500. They can be PDFs or they can convert them to VTT files. Remember, if you're opening and converting VTT files, please double check anything you open and upload or whatever for malware, viruses, synthware, spyware. I don't know what there's so many now. Dungeon Masters Guild has a celebrating Eberron sale, which includes tons of discounts on both the official stuff and the third-party stuff, including stuff Keith Baker has written. What is going on with Eberron? Because it feels like Keith's back with it, even though he said he wasn't back with it. And Wizards of the Coast wants to do Eberron again, even though they said they did it. And Keith said he was giving it to another company. And then I don't know. But if you're a fan of the Eberron setting, then this should be good news because we've got 500 different titles on sale for 40% off for Eberron. Free League has a publishing sale where all their stuff is marked down. We've got Morkborg, Dragonbane, Alien, Blade Runner, Lord of the Rings, Black Powder, and Brimstone, Coriolis, Symborum, Mutant, Year Zero, and of course my favorite, Tales from the Loop, all marked down 80% off. These are, of course, on the Free League web store, not on drive-thru. I think this is both is this PDF and physical or just PDF? No, it doesn't say. It just says sale. I'm going to assume it's both. Drive-Thru and Dungeon Masters Guild has the Summer of Adventure sale. A bunch of Dungeons and Dragons, Wizards of the Coast stuff, all marked down 30%, all modified to work on Roll20 as well. Remember, again, if you're downloading and installing anything from Roll20 or Forward20, VTT files or whatever, double check for viruses, malwares, etc., etc., etc. I'm never going to not say that. Fantasy Grounds, that's the other VTT, has a sale too, with Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, Tales of the Valiant, Star Trek Adventures, Fallout, Dune, World of Darkness, blah, 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 blah. 50% off licensed titles, up to 50% on games. I think that's written wrong. I think what they're saying is if you want to get the license to run these on Fantasy Grounds, it's 50%. And then each individual game is marked down 50%. I think that's what they're trying to say. So I think what they're saying is in order to run licensed games, you have to buy a thing that says blah, 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 legal, legal, legal. And then once you install that, then when you buy the games and install them and run them through in the VTT, each one's going to be marked down 50%. I think. We've got a 5e campaign setting, Scarred Lands from Arnix Path Publishing. The Scarred Lands is... that was the fantasy game that Free League did, right? No, it's a different one. Oh, no, this is like an old one. This is like, okay. All right, I remember the Scarred Lands. All right, this is an old one. This isn't the one that Free League did. This is an old one that looks like they're trying to bring it back. A lot of them are marked down to only $1. Plus, they have VTT tokens and stuff like that. We got a Twilight 2000 bundle from Game Designers Workshop. Over 18 titles marked down, which is as low as $2.99. We've got a VTT Battle Map Fantasy Town Forest pack from Penguin Comics, all one word, PENUINCOMICS. 7 maps that can be printed out via various ways to make towns and forests and stuff like that. We've got Cyberpunk Red with a new Cyberpunk Red Adventurer's Mission Kit and Cyberpunk Red Black Chrome, both coming out. These are all marked down to 30-something. They just announced that there will be a Edge Runners Season 2 on Netflix. I'm not sure why, since all the characters were pretty messed up or dead at the end of season 1, but it's not like you can't keep telling stories in that universe. So yeah. And then Philip Zine Games has a Mork Borg zine available, and they've released the collection of all of it for $24. Moving on to the bundles this week. Bundles. We're still doing the Owen K. Steffens bundle. 100 titles for $30 helps to cover Owen K. C. Steffens' continuing medical expenses, which, you know, insurance. We've got the No Ice in California bundle from guess who? Itch.io. Yeah, Itch.io cannot pass a political thing without diving into it and somehow making it worse. Anyways, that's $10, and it goes to the Immigrant Defenders Law. Then we have the biggie. We have the Go Big or Go Home RPG bundle. I did a separate video about that. This is 57 titles for $40. And these aren't small titles I've never heard of, like Glitter Hearts or Alex is Missing or anything like that. No, these are biggies. Avatar of Legend, Call of Cthulhu, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, Cyberpunk, the Cypher System basic rules, Power Rangers, Doctor Who, Savage Worlds. I mean, this is huge, guys. If you're ever looking to get into a game that you're curious about, yeah, 57 titles for $40. That's like $1 each or less for the titles. It goes to Extra Life. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I did a whole separate video on it. And then Monty Cook has a markdown sale for Numenor. Focus on one thing. Everything you need to play the Numenor universe for $25. That goes to support the ACLU. We've got a 3D printer bundle from Manic. This is called the Intergalactic Skullforge STL bundle. It's got 24 different things you can make STL bundles of for $25. They also have something called Beat the Average running if you want to purchase them individually. And this goes to support charities that are, you know, investing in taking care of sharks and stuff like that. So yeah, the only thing I can recommend this week is this huge bundle from Humble Bumble from just all these major dudes. I mean, Doctor Who, Dishonored, Dragonbane, Outgunned. Outgunned just came out and it's already on the sale. I don't know how this happened, but awesome. It's called the Roll Big or Go Home sale. So if you've ever been curious about any of these games and you got $40, yeah. Of course, you could just buy my games for like 20% less of that, you know, $12 each. But I mean, you know, really, this is one of the times when I'm going to say, yeah, I mean, I can't think of any reason to turn this down. Even if you never play any of these games, it's $40. Most of these games on their own cost $40. I mean, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, it's like a $50 book. Yeah, sorry, the brain isn't working too well. So that's huge. All right, so yeah, this is the last time I guess we're gonna be using Streamyard. I gotta find a different ones. I mean, I made all these songs, and it won't let me use the songs. I mean, no more wizards anymore. Like, how can we live without That's So Wizards? Can't even play it anymore. That's sad. I don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll figure out a solution. If anybody else can think of a solution, please let me know. Until then, yeah, normally I'd play music now. So buy my merch, buy my merch, buy my merch. The link's down below to the things I just read off. Buy my merch, please. Music, song, stuff, humor, blah, 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 blah.